Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are chilling for the time being. We're drilling our army here and working on bringing this up to the force limit again. Well, actually a little bit beyond the force limit. We want to go up to the combat width here. So that is our current goal. An alliance offer from Kazembe will pass on that. Hang on, can we actually put our trade guy out now? Actually, we can. So we want to transfer trade power down this direction, but that's already being transferred. Would we be better off collecting from trade in Zambezi before it moves on? Perhaps. Alternatively, Ivory Coast is a better trade node for us to collect in than Congo. So we know that we've got this down over here, right? Do we have any like estuaries or anything over here? Yes. So we could make this be our trade capital. We need 200 dip power for that. And we are annexing right now, so we might not be able to do that for the time being. But I think that what we do is we're unable to send merchants right now. Oh, we're not in range right now. Gotcha. So for the time being, I think we'll come down to Zambezi here. And we'll just collect from trade there. This is not an ideal trade setup by any means. At least we can use that guy now. So that's good. Tax modifier of 50% for 1 year? Or 11 ducats? So we're currently getting 4 ducats. So that would be 50%. That'd be 2 ducats. So like 24 ducats totally. We want to collect the benefits over time. Absolutely. Okay, so that will definitely be better for us. Cool. Next month's tick, we're going to be able to get ourselves another infantry unit here. There we go. Looks good. I want to check in on aggressive expansion over here. 30. 20. 14. 31 and 22. So it seems like 31 is about the highest for right now. We definitely want to keep chilling for a little bit. I'd like to build our manpower up somewhat. How are we doing over here? So we need to revoke Crownland eventually. Advancement of the clergy. Okay, sure. I think for now what we do is we put in Land of Commerce for that monthly dip power. And that puts the Merchant Guild equilibrium at 46. So we need to bump that up a little bit. Yeah, 53 and 51. So we could go for something like Merchant Guild's land rights. I don't want anything that gives out Crownland, though. Actually, control over monetary policy would not be bad, although that 5% power cost modifier is tough. That's for sure. We could just give them exclusive trade rights. But again, I don't necessarily love that. We'll give them control over monetary policy and call it good. But for now, well, that'll work for now. For now. We'll adjust. Cool. We're low on our Crownland. We know that. And when can we boost up our Crownland again? In about 4 years. Okay, that's rough. For sure. That's for sure rough. We have that minus 10% tax modifier. Absolutism is dropped. I'm not too concerned about absolutism, but it's fine. So we'll bump up our Crownland when we can, but we can't right now. We need 2 more units here. Luongo was just integrated. So that's actually a unit of African spearmen right there. And they've also got these 2 transport ships. I'm just going to disband those. I don't want to pay for them. Cool. And we're still improving relations with Ndongo for right now. And let's get that final unit of African spearmen. Now we're taking attrition here. We're going to move over to Soyo because the supply limit is higher there. And resume our drilling. Perfect. And we'll have to move in this unit of spearmen, right? But this will be our army built up. Now, we'll be exceeding our force limit slightly. That's understood. And we're just neutral right now in our treasury. Just barely dipping under. This is fine. I'm not too concerned about that. As the autonomy out over here ticks down, we should go back. We've also got that interest right now, which I would very much like to pay off that debt, but we're already back to being positive, so that looks good to me. Very, very good. Okay, now we're back to being negative. Sure, I guess we're just going to fluctuate a little bit here and there. I do want to get Ndongo integrated. Where is our current main trade port? Is it Mpemba? It is. I would definitely like to move it here. That costs 210, so that's noted. Ndongo annexation will cost 109, but I think we'll still be positive here. So let's go ahead and get them integrated. We're going to be disbanding their army here, I think. Yeah, there's probably not any reason to keep this cavalry unit around, is my guess. So let's get that integrated for the time being. And, I mean, we could do a sale of titles here, but I definitely don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and set an agenda. What do we got? Stability of 3. Pass on that. Manpower level of 50%. We're gaining 188 per month. We need... So, 20,157 divided by 2 is 10,078.5 minus 1,828 divided by 188. 44 months to get this completed. That's a lot of months. That's almost 4 years. I think we'll go for the base production in Luongo instead. Thank you very much. So in Luongo, we can bump this up to 5. That will cost a little bit of dip power, but I'm not too... Cool. That'll delay moving our trade port, but that's fine. So we'll need to grab an additional dip here. That's going to be what, like 3 months out? Yeah, 3 months out. That seems okay. No big deal there. Corrupt connections. You know what? We'll gain the corruption. This will put us quite negative, I believe. But it'll go away quite quickly. Yeah, very negative. For the moment, that's fine. We will have to handle that for the moment. And we're just going to bump this up as soon as we can, which will be this next month tick. Beautiful. And that gains us 34 ducats, which actually would allow us to repay this loan right now. Done. Our corruption will be gone in just a couple. So we're not going to hit 0 and have to take out another loan. That looks good. Yeah, this looks perfect. Beautiful. And now we're positive again. How's our drilling going? Pretty well, all things considered. How's our professionalism looking right now? Well, it's not hugely high, 4.5%. But that's okay. So, hypothetically, if we were to attack Kasanje, Kakanja, and Kalundwe. So, they would have a total amount of 17 and 3. But they would be separated out. What about Kakanja? Kasanje, Luba, and Buganda. Can we find a better inn here that doesn't involve us fighting 3? Not really is the answer. Okay, other options. 75 reasons for vassalization, 58, 60, 125, 111, and 64. So I believe Chokwe was the lowest. Okay. It's mostly our economic base compared to theirs. Noted. Now, we are very soon going to be getting Admin Tech 3. That will be a very big deal for us. But not embracing feudalism is rough. That's very, very rough. And feudalism is nowhere near us right now. So there's nothing we can do about that. That said, we have to remember that we've got this extra drill, right? Drill is a big, big deal. What supply limits look like over here? Okay, I was hoping we'd be able to drill in, like, Luena instead, but we can't. Not without taking attrition. Ooh, admin power here. We will take the inflation because we are actually, we have a passive reduction in our inflation from control over monetary policy. So I'm okay with this inflation. Beautiful. That'll go away automatically. And that means that we're closer to getting Admin Tech 3. We are a little bit concerned still about our aggressive expansion, but that has come down quite a lot. Yes, under half at this point. So that's looking good. Do we just wait on Pike Square and then do a timing attack? That'll give us time for our manpower to regenerate. I feel like that's not bad. We just lost our ruler. That is unfortunate. So that lost us a stability, but we're at 0, so no problem there. We definitely go with discipline for our cultigant. Looks good. Yeah, I think we do an attack when we get our Miltech. I think that's the way we go here. So that'll be 1464, June. That's not too far away. That gives us time to regenerate our manpower, let our aggressive expansion drop, and work on a couple of other things. Not really, I guess. But we can get some admin tech here. That'll be great. Diplomatic move, huh? We'll gain 30 diplomatic power. Thank you. Cool. Neighbor bonus? Okay, sure. So temples would be nice to have, right? No doubt about that. It'd be good to have something to spend our cash on, to invest in. But for the moment, there's not too much to be done there. We do need to wait on our military power. We need 868 and we have 774 available. Kazembe is trying to get an alliance with us. Obviously, we're the big dogs in this region, right? This isn't going to be a thing. We're not going... We are going to need to get colonization eventually if we want to break out of this little area. That'll be very important. We did just lose our theologian. National tax modifier would be pretty good here. Do it. I definitely want to keep gaining this admin power, and we should probably be focusing admin here. Now that will delay getting our Miltech a little bit. So if we hop in here, we can see this is now going to be July. So 1 month delay. That's not a big deal. It really, really isn't. Integrating Ndongo. I like it. So we're going to get rid of this cavalry unit. We do not need it. This mission has been fulfilled, so Luongo and Ndongo's fate. There we go. And we just gained 100 support for feudalism. Now that is a big deal. So we'll get all of that, or rather, we'll get these states made. There we go. Bring our governing cap up a little bit. But most importantly, we now have feudalism in our capital, and it's beginning to spread out over this way. That's absolutely huge. We can embrace it for 235 gold. We're barely making money right now. So I think for the moment, it would save us about 400 military power. I'm very tempted. If we do this, we're going to have to move fast. So we're going to immediately stop drilling and start moving down this direction. Okay, we're going to chill right here. We need to wait until our morale regenerates. So that'll be done in a moment. Right about, well, on the next month tick, which is also a year tick, conveniently. Next, the question is, do we do this via loans or via corruption? We're going to do corruption. Like that. Then we drop our rooting out of corruption down to 0 for the moment. Temporarily. We embrace feudalism. Boom. Fantastic. That immediately allows us to grab Pike Square for 616 military power, saving us a lot of military power and making that generally a lot more efficient. That gives us military tactics and land morale, which we will then use to attack Kasanje, which we have claims on all of this. Do we bring in Kakanja and Kalunwe? No, we don't co-belligerent them, but we do definitely attack right now. We walk in here, and we look to immediately stack wipe this unit, nullifying their military advantage over us. Oh, I needed to seize Crownland first, but whatever, it's fine. So this stack wipes. That's beautiful. Next, these guys are going to group up. They are not that big of a threat to us. So that's perfect. The numerical advantage has been neutralized. So what do we do next? Well, we could go after their army. For the time being, we're going to go hit this capital in Kasanje. And we'll keep an eye on what they plan to do. Okay, they're attacking up over here. We need 3 units to maintain this siege. I think we can pull that off. So we're going to grab our lowest drill units here. Like that. 4 units so that we can take attrition. And then the rest of our troops are going to walk up to fight. Oh, this is going to stack wipe. Beautiful. And they take this over. For the time being, no shockers there. We come up here, and we're going to fight them. Does that stack wipe? No. But we do win the fight. Now, I believe they're retreating back this direction. Actually, they're going out over... they're kind of splitting up. Well, for the moment, it'll take them time to recover from that battle. We can force the merchants to lower their prices. I don't love it, but there it is. Okay, so we win this siege, and now we're... actually, we win that battle. Now we're going to take this location. Cool. Then we're going to walk down here. What we need right now is for this siege force to finish its siege. Okay, local unrest, missionary strength, sure. New air, and the air has okay-ish stats. So we'll cap these. That's looking reasonably fine. There we go. Now we're going to move up this way and try to clear out these units. Now, they have units that are elsewhere, right? We know that this is not their entire army. So, obviously, we win this. We're going to continue moving up and clearing out these singleton units. They will all stack wipe. Guaranteed. Instant stack wipe due to having 10 times their troops. We lose the stability due to some rabble. We should definitely bump that back up. There we go. Okay, so we win this fight. That we don't instantly stack wipe, but we will stack wipe it. Cool. We'll win this siege here, and now I'm going to shift consolidate, and we're going to split out again our lowest drill units, which looks like it's these guys. They will select and move there, while the rest of our forces move here where they can respawn to either of these. And they're just going to chill. Beautiful. Now, there's Kuba up here that we need to take back eventually. But I'm not too concerned about that right now. In fact, we could send one of these units up over there to grab it, and then just return. We may miss a couple ticks here. We'll see. And that's a supply limit of 10. Realistically, we should probably split these cavalry units off and put them up here. Just so that we're not taking that attrition. Since we're at 0 manpower right now. And yeah, we don't have the forces here. We knew that that was a possibility that that could happen. So we move back in. No problem. Where's their military at? They definitely had more troops than this. They're just chilling out here? I'm not sure. But they definitely had more troops than this. Yeah, they've still got another, like, 8,000 out there? 9,000? They're just chilling, I guess. Well, that's fine. So we're at 0 manpower right now. We need to end this war, right? That's a very high priority. I'm actually going to send these guys back to Kasanje to do some looting so that hopefully we don't hit 0. The siege of Kalundwe is over. We're going to keep our troops here. I'm actually going to split this unit out to come loot up over here. And this guy will come down here to loot. And this guy will come over here to loot. While we're continuing this siege. That way we have everything looted. In theory, anyway. We're still losing money, but not by much. Wrath of Moari. Okay, that's very awkward. Another -1 to stability. Well, there's nothing for it. Goodbye, admin power. Local unrest. I don't really care about that. They can be sad if they want. Okay. This war will be over very shortly. So that'll be fine. The siege of Upemba is now over. And the question is, are we taking everything? How much AE would that be? 45.2. But no one would actually join any coalitions against us. Do it. Okay. Now we need to move our forces back to Soyo and start recovering again. But we did just finish the warrior threat mission. Fantastic. So 20 army tradition, 2 army professionalism, and we get more claims. Love it. Absolutely beautiful. We're not going to declare on that because we definitely need some admin power to get this all cored. We're going to have some rebels. I'm quite certain on that. So we'll let that happen. I do want to seize this land, but we can't. The Merchant Guild isn't happy. Let's go ahead and set an agenda. We'll accept the proposal of the Merchants Guild, which is to reduce our corruption. Okay. Well, we can definitely work on that. -4.55. Well, it's a lot. There's no doubt about that. For the time being, we could drop our army maintenance, but that doesn't get us positive. Okay. We're probably just going to have to take out loans here, and I think that's okay. We will be positive once we get this corruption gone, which will be in the eventual times. And let's start with this core. Beautiful. All of these guys will group together, and they will begin their drilling again. Like I said, we're definitely going to have some rebel uprisings, and we're going to have to chill here for a bit. Our war exhaustion will drop over time, and we will be able to work our overextension down, but those 2 stability drops were awkwardly timed. I would definitely have liked to be able to start these all right away, which we would have been able to do otherwise. However, it is about time to put a cut in here, and we can actually move our main trade port over into this trade node. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, James, Shadowwolf, and Lohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Unisoul, Kadra, Rogue Corvid, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.